Hello everyone, welcome back to Story Time. Today, in this video, we are going to see about Abram and Lot. We all know about Abram, right? The birth name of Abraham is Abram. Who is Lot? Lot is the son of Abram's brother Haran. Lot, who was moving about with Abram, also had flocks, herds, and tents. But the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to stay together. Quarreling arose between the herders of Abram and Lot. So Abram said to Lot, "Let us not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herders and mine, for we are close relatives. Is not the whole land before you? Let us part. If you go to the left, I will go to the right. If you go to the right, I will go to the left." Lot looked around and saw that the whole plain of the Jordan toward Zoar was well watered, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt. So Lot chose for himself the whole plain of the Jordan and set out toward the east. Thus the two parted company. Abram lived in the land of Canaan, while Lot lived among the cities of the plain and pitched his tents near Sodom. The people of Sodom were wicked and were sinning greatly against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram, "The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great, and their sin is grievous, that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know." Abram stood before the Lord and said, "Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked? What if there are 10 righteous people in the city? Will you really sweep it away and not spare the place for the sake of the 10 righteous people in it?" The Lord said, "If I find 10 righteous people in the city of Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake." But there was not even 10 righteous people in Sodom and Gomorrah. The two angels arrived at Sodom, and Lot was sitting in the gateway of the city. When he saw them, he got up to meet them and bowed down with his face to the ground and insisted that they stay at his house, and they did go with him and entered his house. Before they had gone to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded the house. The greatest sin that the people of Sodom dwelt upon was homosexuality. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." Lot went outside to meet them and shut the door behind him and said, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have 2 daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do what you like with them. But don't do anything to these men, for they have come under the protection of my roof." But they refused and kept bringing pressure on Lot and moved forward to break down the door. The men inside reached out and pulled Lot back into the house and shut the door. Then they struck the men who were at the door of the house, young and old, with blindness, so that they could not find the door. The 2 men said to Lot, "Get out of here, because we are going to destroy this place. The outcry to the Lord against its people is so great that he has sent us to destroy it." So Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law, who were pledged to marry his daughters. He said, Hurry and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city." But his sons-in-law thought he was joking. With the coming of dawn, the angels urged Lot, saying, "Hurry, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, or you will be swept away when the city is punished." When he hesitated, the men grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and of his 2 daughters and led them safely out of the city, for the Lord was merciful to them. As soon as they had brought them out, one of them said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back and don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains, or you will be swept away." But Lot said to them, "No, my lords, please, you have shown great kindness to me in sparing my life, but I can't flee to the mountains. This disaster will overtake me and I will die. Look, here is a town near enough to run to, and it is small. Let me flee to it. It is very small, isn't it? Then my life will be spared." They granted his request. The town was called Zoar. By the time Lot reached Zoar, the sun had risen over the land. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities and the entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities and the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. Lot and his 2 daughters left Zoar and settled in the mountains, for he was afraid to stay there. So friends, what did we learn from this story? Lot and his family wanted to have a lavish life and lost their blessings. Today, we are also wishing for a lavish and luxurious life rather than wishing for a peaceful, blessed life and living as God's own children. Look at Lot's wife. Even though God said, "Don't look back," she looked back. The result was a pillar of salt. Even in our life, God makes us realize whenever we are going in a wrong way. But still, as per our wishes and desires, we are ignoring God's warnings. The result, a pillar of salt. We are losing our blessings just like that. So, friends, let's take a resolution today to read the Holy Bible daily and listen to God's teachings and ways so that we can lead a blessed, blissful, and peaceful life. Let's meet again in the next video. Until then, bye.